Hey, what is up? I got two new tanks for you, a 1 3D skin and some breaking news available just today. So let's get through it real quick. This is the new tier 7 tank destroyer from the Tech Tree line. This is going to be called the SMV CC-56. Maybe this is just a working name and maybe they'll rename it in the future. But this is of course the Tech Tree tank destroyer from the Italian line. 1200 hit points, 650 horsepower, power to weight ratio 13.68, continuing in the same tradition of the Italian tank destroyer Tech Tree lines, which is slow, cumbersome, heavy tank destroyers. 31 kilometers an hour forward speed, 10 going backwards. The gun rotation speeds are 26 degrees per second, 350 meters view range, which is not great view range at all, to be honest with you. I don't see how this tank is going to be appealing. Maybe it's going to have amazing armor and amazing gun penetration, that's my guess. Hull armor 220 frontally, but it's still got a lower plate, so I'm gonna assume that's gonna be some kind of weak point. Turret armor 260 and sloped, so this is the interesting part. When it's hull down, using its 10 degrees of gun depression, maybe it's going to be impenetrable. Only thing you'll have is a slither of the cupola, so that could be the idea here. The damage is 320 alpha on this gun, which is pretty significant for a tier 7. The penetration 170 standard penetration and 212 premium penetration. It is an auto loader or maybe an auto reloader, 3 shells magazine, but the clip time or the intra clip is 7 seconds. Again, it makes this just a 7-second reloading gun with an additional penalty of 24 seconds of full reload time after you've clipped your 3 shells. Dispersion on this tank is 0.42, which is actually kind of terrible. And aim time is 2.88 seconds. This is definitely going to be some kind of bush camper. Sit at the back and snipe is basically all you're going to do. You're going to get flanked, you're going to get outspotted, you're going to get killed pretty easily. Personally, I am not getting this tank. I'm not going anywhere near this tank. Anyway, the next piece of news I have for you is the Tier 8 Premium. This is the Vipera. This is the premium tank that a lot of people are going to get, and I'm probably going to get this tank to test out so I can let you know early on if this tank is anything worth for you guys to try out. They've changed the stats slightly, but we'll go through it again and I'll tell you what's been changed. This is the Tier 8 SMV CC 64 Vipera Tier 8 tank destroyer, premium tank destroyer with 1400 hit points, 600 engine horsepower. The weight has been reduced, has been added slightly from 51.13, now it's 51.21. The power to weight ratio 11.74, now it's down to 11.72. The changes is so minuscule, I don't even understand why they changed it at all. The top speed, it was 36 kilometers an hour. They've nerfed it. They've actually nerfed. I think this tank is not very good, but they've actually nerfed the top speed from 36 to 32 kilometers an hour going forward, and it remains at 12 kilometers an hour in reverse speed. The rotation speed, which is the hull rotation speed, it was 27.12 degrees per second. They've nerfed it down to 18.77 degrees per second. So a nerf from the hull rotation speed. The gun rotation speed nerfed as well from 20.86 degrees. It is nerfed down to 18.77 degrees. So a nerf there in the mobility. The signal range as well. This is the radio signal range. where you relay to your teammates who was spotted, who was not spotted. It was 750 meters. Now it is nerfed down to 525 meters per meters, and I don't know how useful that is, because in real world terms I don't think it is incredibly significant. Hull armor still remains at 210, turret armor remains at 275, damage 400, penetration 220 standard, 264 premium, 5 shells in the magazine. This is its strong point, but the problem is the intra clip is 6 seconds. So 6 seconds it's basically a 6 seconds reload time, and then with an additional full reload of 34 seconds. Dispersion 0.42. What else has been nerfed is the aim time, 2.59 seconds. It is now nerfed down to 2.88 seconds, so a significant nerf in terms of the mobility there a little bit. The top speed nerfed, the aim time nerfed. I don't know why they need to nerf it. If anything, from the stats, I think they needed to buff it. But yeah, it is what it is, and let's move on to the next piece of news, which is the Type 59 3D skin. This is called the Old Man skin. Pretty cool looking, to be honest with you. It looks like something out of the Gulf War. This looks like one of those abandoned tanks that you find somewhere in Kuwait. It has a 128 marking. In Chinese, this is a really good number, because in Chinese it means Yat Yifat, forever easy to be rich, or forever wealth, or something like that. So 128 is an auspicious number, especially for the Chinese. But again, this is an interesting looking skin. I am looking forward to it because it kind of looks historic. It kind of looks like it does belong in the battlefield. Like I said, it looks like one of those abandoned tanks that you found during the Gulf War somewhere in Kuwait. It has the double dushkas, nice auspicious number, matching camo. I hope they have like a different winter and a different desert camo for it as well. I don't know what this thing in the front is for, these hooks here. I think they're for like mine clearing or something, or maybe some diggers, some shovels, I'm not sure. But yeah, looks cool. I think it is, it doesn't look like it's from some kind of fantasy, futuristic, or Mad Max kind of look. It actually looks like it's used a proper 3D skin, that is, could have been anywhere in the last 30-40 years. You could have seen this rolling around. So pretty cool looking. I'm looking forward to this. And the last bit of news I have for you is a really important, it looks really interesting, a new game mode coming in 1.17.1. The working title, according to Wargaming, is called Fun Random. It says you can play in a 2-3 person platoon. So it's a new game mode. There are some pictures here that they are teasing. It looks like some kind of Inception mode, because you can see the landmass here is rolling around in the sky. You've got tanks that are floating up. Yeah, it looks interesting. Why are there tanks floating? Is this some kind of space mode? You can fly your tanks around. Some kind of Inception mode. Maybe some kind of mode that resembles Mirni 13. Is this a permanent mode? Is this a fun mode? I don't know, but we're gonna find out soon anyway. So that's all the news I have for you today. It is the two new tanks, the SMC 56 tier 7 tank destroyer, the new stats for the Vipera premium, the Type 59 3D skin, and the new game mode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.